a big body Chevy with a pistol in my lap and a blunt in my head. Boy, I would've took your life and never thought twice, let the truth be told. Boy, and I ain't never ever ran, I ain't never back down, I ain't never ever fold. Boy, the Holy Ghost in control. Boy, he took over my soul. Boy, and the price that was paid when he died on the crowd, we would never know. Boy, I stayed 10 toes down. Boy, when they didn't come around. Boy, I was low but I'm found. Boy, and I never turn around. Boy, I'ma live it to the max and never look back, and I'm killing this track. Boy, I'ma keep spin fake where you worry about racks. Let me show you where my mind at. Boy, I'ma stay on the grind and stop wasting time, cause you know it ain't mine. Boy, like the sun in the sky. Boy, and I was put here to shine. Boy, and I ain't worried about yours. Boy, so why you worry about mine? Boy, when you take a last breath, you gon' be by yourself when you standing in line. Boy, came and died for my sin. Boy, but then he rose up again. Boy, and if you really didn't know, let me set the record straight. He's the only way in. I'm right here and I ain't going to website. Put a smile on your face. In everything that I get to live, I'm covered all in your grace. Now smile on me, smile on me. Every day and I grind on me. Smile on me, smile on me. Every day and I grind on me. I'm right here and I ain't going to website. Put a smile on your face. In everything that I get to live, I'm covered all in your grace. Now smile on me, smile on me. Every day and I grind on me. Smile on me, smile on me. Every day and I grind on me.
Yo.
All right, so can you tell me about your first performance? You say you were 13, so.
Yeah, I was about 13. I don't remember the song. I just remember something about. No, I don't remember the song at all. But I do remember the performance, and we'll never forget it because I don't plan on ever being that way again. I think my dad may have footage of it somewhere or something.
I would love to see it.
I'll find out, but I mean, we got the mics, we just kind of stood there in one spot, and like, we didn't move, didn't move with the music, nothing. We just stood in one spot holding the microphone and looking like, and just doing the song, and people was like,
oh my God.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
And then that was in front of our own church.
Mm-hmm.
And then we had I think a youth service or something, and I still don't remember the song, but I do remember that the preacher got up after he got through, and he was like, I think the song had something to do with like taking demons out or hiding or something like that, and I was like, I remember him saying we don't have to fight from the shadows. That's the only thing I remember him saying.
Right.
So that kind of shaped the way I, like, those humble beginnings kind of shaped the way I write my music.
Right.
Because they have to think about like storyline, and they have to think about how to relate current to what I'm talking about.
Right. Okay, so we're gonna fast forward to now. Okay, you're established as an artist. You're a producer, sound engineer, kind of like a jack of all trades. You play the piano, you play the drums, you play the bass, you play the guitar. You play quite a bit. You got a lot going on, man. But I know that you yourself and another Christian rap artist, JY from Tupelo, you actually came together and you created Res Life Musically.
Mm-hmm.
How did that come about?
I begged one because it was like, we did so much stuff together,
mm-hmm.
and every year I host the summer music concert.
Mm-hmm.
So when we was bringing all these people together, he and I went off. Like anytime I had something and I needed to fill a spot, like people would call me and ask for like 30 minutes or an hour, and I'm like, well, I don't know what I'm gonna do. And I tell my wife, I'm like, I don't know how I'm gonna fill an hour because my whole album is only 45 minutes.
Right.
So I have to do every song on the album, and I don't have I didn't have the manpower. So I got with him, and I was like, man, I'm willing to split the time with you.
That's what's up.
And it's not, we had the same mindset as far as it not being about me shining more than him or vice versa, but more like it's a team effort, because it takes a whole, it takes, like they say, it takes a nation, or it takes takes the whole town to raise a child or whatever. Village, that's it. It takes a village to raise a child.
Right.
So, like Christian hip hop being the child, if more artists would collaborate with one another without seeing competition or this person being better than me, or trying to compare music, because we're different people and we got different types of ministries. And that was the other picture. It was like his ministry was different than mine, because I'm a church baby.
Right.
I don't know the street. I never sold drugs, never been in a whole lot of fights in my life and all that kind of stuff. Versus, him, and that's his own individual testimony as far as where he came from.
Right.
So I felt like, I kept praying and asking God, well, how do we bring this together?
Yeah.
And so I mentioned it to him, like I said, numerous times. And he was always like, man, I've done groups before. I'm not interested in doing groups. And I was like, well, it's not necessarily a group. It's more like just a easier way for people. Like when we go places, they don't have to say Jetblack and J Watt or J Watt and Jetblack. Like it's just, it's a unit of of us. So it makes it easier to take the attention away from us individually.
Right.
Now, when he agreed, then we started working on a couple of songs, and like we go places together. We'll do 1 or 2 collaborated songs, and then we'll do individual songs, and we'll wrap it up.
Okay. So, does that mean that a joint album coming, or what does that mean?
I kind of knew that it was coming, but we're working on something. But like right now, everything's kind of at a pause. But we are working on something. We got, I think, about 3 songs put together right now, and more on the way. So, and I think he's working on his own album as well. So am I. So,
right.
We kind of just try to find time to like break away from our own schedules. So, work on something collaborated. Like if he gets a beat from somebody, then he'll be like, hey man, here goes something. And then that guy can write hooks for days.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Okay.
I have a tendency to struggle with it.
Right. Okay.
But like he can write hooks for days. So I'll be like, hey, I got this beat. Somebody sent me. And then I'll tell him what the concept is, and I'll tell him kind of what I have, and he'll play with it, and then he'll give it back to me, and it's like, okay. Now let's work with that.
That's what's up. Okay. Cool. Okay. I want to talk about the Bridge concert that you had a couple of months ago. Matter of fact, it was in July, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I want to talk about that concert because I was there, and I thought that was the coolest thing ever. I mean, you got to be like the only guy that brings like all genres together of Christian music, and you just praise God. I mean, rock, country, rap, praise and worship, contemporary. I mean, every type of like genre was in there. Like, so I mean, how did you even come up with that concept? I mean, like, it was dope. I ain't gonna even lie. It was dope. My mom was like, yeah, I had a great time. I mean, she was feeling it, like, for real. She was like, everybody was just great, So, like, how did you even come up with the concept? How did it just all fall into place like that?
It was something that we had prayed on, me and my dad, together. We wanted to do something to bring people together. Right. Because when you look at even the church as a whole, you have Methodist, you have Baptist, there's so many different denominations, right, or whatever, and even the non-denominals are split apart. Yeah. So we wanted to do something to bring people under one roof, regardless of where they came from, who they know, where past, present, future. Right. No denominational barriers, anything. We want to just bring people together. So at first we called it the Summer Music Jam. Okay. I couldn't think of anything.
I remember that.
Yeah, I couldn't think of anything to really bring it all together. And then this year, last year when we talked about bringing it back because we took a year off.
Right.
So when we talked about bringing it back, we upped the ante on how hard we worked to find other acts.
Okay.
The first couple of years we didn't really work that hard. It was just people I knew.
Yeah.
And then this year, like I'm in the planning phase. I think I started getting around January is when I wanted to start really promoting it.
Right.
And I still, like, nothing hit my spirit about what to call it yet.
Yeah.
So, I kept praying and fasting on that, and then about May, which is 2 months beforehand,
Yeah.
then, God spoke to me and was like, call it the bridge. And the reason that we're going to call it the bridge is because this is what we're bridging the gap between, like, all my people.
Right.
So music is, what I've learned over the years is music is a universal language. It doesn't matter what somebody's language barrier may be. If you play music, they'll be able to understand it, or they'll get it. They may not completely understand the words,
right.
but the vibe to the music and the spirit that comes from it is what carries into the other person.
Absolutely.
So music would have been the bridge to bring everybody together in the first place. So, which is, I guess, the reason why we called it that.
Yeah, it was great. I had a phenomenal time.
And we plan on growing more. So if I can find some reggae, just different,
yeah.
like, jazz, whatever we can find that is different.
Yeah.
Because we wanted, that's what the aim and the purpose is, to be different from anything anybody's ever seen, and then grow it. So this is a baby that we want to take and mature it to send it everywhere eventually.
Right. I mean, it's definitely, man, this concert is off the chain. I don't even have any other words. Dope, off the chain, phenomenal, whatever you want to, it was just great. It was great. Okay, so I asked everybody this because this is probably the greatest question for anybody that does music or anything, whether you're an author or a painter or whatever you do. You're a husband, you're a father, you're a musician, because you play the piano in the church, right? You're an engineer, you have your own studio, you produce. How do you prioritize like all those titles? You have quite a bit on your plate. You work, so how do you prioritize all that?
I'm still trying to figure that out. I don't know how it works together. It just does.
Yeah.
Like, my wife is like probably the best person for understanding that I know.
Right.
And, so when it comes times where I have to work and I have to go, like, because I do video production and stuff too. So.
Wow.
Especially at the end of football season.
Oh yeah.
Like, I don't do, at the end of football season, I don't do any music at all because I'm doing highlight reels for parents and stuff. So I don't have time to do, anything else aside from go to work, come home, and work again. Mm-hmm. But when it comes to trying to figure out how to get everything all together, my wife and I will sit down and we'll, I kind of give her an outline, and I have a certain amount of time that I'll spend doing each thing. So. All right. So my mentor, Rico Gibson, gave me probably the best advice anybody could ever give. He was like, even though you have a lot of talent, like, it's okay to have a lot of talent, but you should learn how to switch gears, and not use them all at the same time. It kind of takes away the stress. So, like, if I'm producing music, and then in the same sitting, turn around and trying to write the song's probably not going to be as quality because my mindset is still set on making the music.
Okay.
But what you do is you make the music, let it sit for a couple of days, listen to it, figure out what you want to add to and take away from and all that, and then you turn around and write the song.
Okay.
And then after you finish writing the song and record it, leave it alone for a couple of days, then go back and do your engineering stuff or whatever. So that kind of helps manage my time too.
Okay.
Aside from me and my wife with the scheduling thing, and so if I got highlight reels. I'll tell her, okay, I'm gonna get off work, I'm gonna come home, we'll spend a little time with the family, and then I'll spend about 4 hours going through footage. Usually it takes about 14
Oh wow.
to just to get the footage all by itself. And then like we got praise team rehearsal on Mondays.
Right.
So she already knows, like, and she's in the praise team too. So
That's mom and sister
Right.
and family.
yeah.
Whole family is talented. Okay, but go ahead.
So we go to praise team rehearsal on Monday.
Right.
Like I highlight reels, and I'll spend a couple of days doing that. Take a little break for the rest of the weekend, and just kind of give myself time to unwind, and like de-stress. Because like, when I first started doing it, I used to get so overwhelmed, and like I'd be sitting there at the computer for hours and hours on end, and like I eat at the computer. Everything, and like the kids come and they come and we pray with them before they go to bed. So they come to my desk and I turn around in the chair and we all hold hands and pray before they go to bed and go right back to work.
Wow.
So that wasn't really giving us like enough time as far as like my family and separating from the work.
Right. Well, that's pretty much how that's done.
Scheduling is key.
Scheduling is key. I will remember that. Most definitely. Okay. All right. So let's switch gears for just a minute, okay? With everything that's going on in the country, with police brutality, the black on black crime, Black Lives Matter, All Lives Matter, all those movements that are going on, what do you think that needs to happen that will fix all these issues that we have as a nation, as a people? All these issues. What do you think will most definitely ultimately fix all these things?
Okay. Again, I'm gonna go back to I'm a church kid.
Right.
So, I don't know if you saw the guy that was in Ferguson when the first incident happened.
Mm-hmm.
He had on a free hug shirt, and he's walking around giving everybody hugs. Black guy, the young black guy. He had a black shirt on and big white writing that says "free hugs."
Wow.
He was hugging the police officers. He was hugging the protesters. You know what I'm saying? He's giving, just showing love to the people.
Right.
Now I don't know his religious background, if he's like a Christian or not, but that is a Christian concept.
Love. Right.
That's the only way I feel like anything can be changed. Because if I don't know exactly chapter and verse, but the scripture that talks about harsh words stirred up wrath,
right?
But a soft answer turned away wrath. So if you mad at me and I haven't done anything to you, and I'll answer you softly, I'm not hyped up or anything like that, one or two things is gonna happen. Either you're gonna do what you was gonna do in the first place,
right?
Or